All right, we're pulling up to the office right now. Just ended up leaving, did a couple things. We're coming back, and I was talking about a deal that we had closed with one of our community members, and I did a buyer beater breakdown that I just uploaded today, so make sure you go check it out. I'm sure this is going to be in like a week or so, but I have another doozy of a deal, something I really wanted to be able to go over because I broke this down to Alex Camacho, and he was talking about how he did not know that was possible, and it's just a couple extra, aspects of creative novations that I feel like wholesalers need to understand that's possible with their dead deals. So we're gonna go inside, I'm gonna break this down for you guys, and I really do think you're gonna learn something, so stay tuned. Ooh-wee, look at that transition. I'm learning something, huh? All right, you guys, so this deal was over in Pigeonberry, Texas. It came from a community member. Shout out to Brian, I love that guy. He sends us amazing opportunities. And we came over and it was an equity protection. At least we thought it was, because we thought it was gonna be around $5,000, but then they had something come up on the mortgage and we had to be able to take care of that. So I wanna show you our workaround on that. Come on. Welcome to our humble abode. This is the Buyer Beater headquarters. This is where the magic happens. We're gonna go directly to my office real quick. We got everybody else in here working. They got their door closed. They're not here. But let's come on in. I'm gonna show you exactly what the deal breakdown was, what the profit is, and how we did it. Come on. All right in front of me, we got a little bit of the breakdown courtesy of Paige, our acquisitions manager, because her handwriting is superb. So let's talk about it, right? We got another buyer beater breakdown. We're gonna be able to discuss a novation deal. All right, what is novations? Well, I go over that on other terms, okay? If you're a wholesaler, you understand that you're coming in front of opportunities all the time where you build rapport with sellers, they love you, they like you, and then you wanna be able to get that relationship continuing to go, and then all of a sudden you drop the hammer on them because your price is just a little bit lower than what they want, or in most cases, it's a lot lower. So instead of that deal being dead, you then take that and say, hey, you know what, Mrs. Seller, Brenda, whatever their name is, it's looking like you might be outside of my buy box, but I have great news. I work with the creative finance department, considered buyer beater, and they're gonna be able to give you the price that you want if you're gonna be open to terms. What are terms? Reach out to us at Buyer Beater University. Come on, join, and we will help you out. So come on, let's check this out. All right, this property was over in Pigeonberry, Texas. Once again, submitted by one of our community members. Great deal, shout out Brian again. The wholesaler price for this home was about $177,500. The after repair value was $270,000. So if you look at that, that's about ARV times 0.75 minus a rehab cost of about $15,000. And the wholesaler initially, they wanted to make about $10,000 on this deal. Pretty standard. When they reached out to the seller, built good rapport with this guy, I think his name was Jaime, super cool dude, but unfortunately he was not in any position to be able to take lower than what a price was because homie was in pre-foreclosure. He needed the money, he needed support, and unfortunately their timeline as well as their price was not gonna be able to get it. So the seller was like, hey, Brian, I need $195,000. Brian was not able to do that because he cannot bake in a fee at $195,000 with about $15,000 in repairs, holding costs, 20% down conventional, interest-only payments for hard money to an investor, and still try to sell it at $270,000 and make a profit with an end investor. So what we ended up doing was he said, yo, you guys, a buyer beater, I need help with this deal. Now this wasn't Brian's first deal, so we already knew the spiel. So we came on over, we talked with the seller, and we said, yo, $195,000? How about $201,000? You're able to get worked into your equity a little bit more. And he was ecstatic. We were able to offer him $24,000 more through our buyer beater model. If you want to reach out and figure that out, guess what? It's completely free, not selling you anything. Go to buyerbeateruniversity.com, join wholesalers, agents, investors, private money lenders, whoever you are, and I will teach you this novation strategy for free. So we got it locked up at 201. He signed that day. And then from there, like I said, it was in pre-foreclosure. Now, a thing that was kind of a hiccup, which Brian unfortunately couldn't really touch base on because you had to be able to come up with money initially to try to get the property in good standing for innovation, was there was about $8,400 that he owed in order to be able to make the property in good standing. So he owed mortgage payments backing about $8,400. Guess what? The seller could not do that, as well as Brian didn't have the funds to be able to put that money into it. Hence why Buyer Beater is here. If you find the deals, we fund any situation to be able to get this property in good standing and sold. So we came in and said, you know what? Well, we're walking the property already. We know it's gonna be an equity protection. Let's come on in there. Let's reinstate the mortgage on behalf of the seller. Remember, the seller at 201 is carrying the mortgage, right? We're not trying to transfer title or anything. We're here to provide a service. We're here to provide a marketing, maintenance, and management service. Marketing, maintenance, management. Put it right there, okay? And so in doing so, we said, hey, we specialize in marketing your home. So we specialize in all three of those assets. So what we tell the seller on equity protections is we say, hey, you know, if we're gonna be able to work together, we're gonna be a collaboration. We're a service provider. We're here to complement your situation and help you out. We're solution oriented. So what we wanna do is we tell sellers in this situation, we go, hey, we can guarantee you $201,000, but we're gonna have to do that through an equity protection novation. You've been approved. So what do we tell the sellers when we lock them up at $201,000 in order to be able to get it to a novation? Easy. We say, hey, we provide a marketing, maintenance, and management service. What we want to do for you is we know that you don't just want to put it on the market. Your home's not really in the best condition to be able to sell. So we come in there and say, hey, why don't we put your home into what we call a CCRV standard, a current condition retail value standard. We're going to come in with our own funds. You know, Mr. Seller, let's focus on this. You're in a situation, you know, you need help. Why don't I reinstate your mortgage for you? Then I come in here and I put some value into this property to get that curb appeal here, so that way conventional lenders on the on-market approach are gonna wanna come in here and loan on your property. They're gonna wanna buy it. First-time homeowners, VA, FHA, conventional, fix and flippers, it does not matter, because I'm trying to target somebody who's already pre-approved trying to buy in your area. And he loved it. He said, okay. So I put the $8,400 into the property. I put about $3,800 into it. We had to fix the fascia. We had to clean up the landscaping. We did a deep clean of the home, and we staged a couple rooms, nothing crazy. On equity protections, we actually put up to $5K. So $3,800 is good to go. And by the way, my company funds all of that. So you don't have to be able to lift a finger or spend a dime. Now, the ARV on this home was about $270,000. And guess what? With this $3,800, the realtor that we were able to employ said we were comparable to this. So what do? We pushed price, baby. So we said, hey, let's put us out there for $269.99. And guess what? We got an offer in 3 weeks at $270,000. You can't make this up. It was phenomenal. It was a great time in the market when it came down to Texas area. We had a conventional purchaser, 20% down, and they loved the area. It's a tract home, right? And remember, it was a gorgeous home. I think it was a 2009 build. The only issue with it was homie couldn't really make the payments. We are not here to be selling oriented. We're not here to corner our sellers in a situation. So wholesalers, when you listen to me, understand with novations, what are we responsible for? We tell our seller, hey, we're gonna get you guaranteed price right here as profit in your pocket. We're gonna focus on the marketing, maintenance, and management aspect of this property. You can kick your feet up, not lift a finger, and we're gonna go over here and get this property sold and at a price that's gonna be able to allow us to pay for all your realtor fees, all your closing costs, and whatever is left over is gonna be the return on our investment for what we were able to help you do. Which means the difference between $201,000 and $270,000 is gonna be what we are gonna be profitable on, as well as what we're responsible for. So we sold this at $270 grand. Now the realtor fees behind it were about 5% at $13,500. Now we also had to pay for the closing costs of the seller, and that is $4,050. Look, what was left over, guys, on this deal was $51,450. Okay, and this comes from the difference of these two right here, right? Minus this gets us this. Now, if I'm gonna be able to deduct what I put into this property, so the $8,458 and the $3,800, I am left with this good old chunk of change. So what this wholesaler ended up bringing to us is he said, hey, I'm trying to make $10,000 on this deal. The seller wants $20,000 more than what I can offer. I need your help. We get on the phone on behalf of you wholesalers and we say, hey, let's try to work it with our acquisitions. We're specialized in wholesale. We're specialized in novations, equity protections, equity splits, subject to seller carries, all of those. We're able to identify an equity protection was gonna be good to go, which is a novation. We got them into a status. We paid for his entire reinstatement amount. We also paid for the renovations attached to that home. We got it marketed and sold with the top listing agent in the area. We covered all of his fees and we're able to make sure that we made about $40,000. Now, I want to be fully transparent with you guys, okay? We amass a giant community and we're here to be able to help. We're a novations dispositions business. I do not do any direct-to-seller marketing right now. So in doing so, we're here to educate you to identify and warm up your dead deals and bring them to me so I can be able to move these through the novations channel. So if you find it, we fund it and we move it, all right? So at $39,192, this is net what we have left over, but we do take a percentage to be able to go towards a team that manages the entire deal, right? Project manager, our acquisitions team, our agent outreach coordinator, everybody attached to this deal to allow it to be able to move forward. Because I don't want your little wholesale heart to be able to not understand this and feel discouraged. We tackle everything for you, and then we attach you to the profit. So what was left over after we divided this out with my team was $29,394. Now we divide that by 2 because we take 50% when it comes down to me, our overhead, and the buyer beater expense to be able to help out more wholesalers like you, which leaves $14,697. And if you're mad about that we have to pay our team to manage your deals for you for months, and then we divide that out so we can still take some for our overhead operational support, and then you're still left with 14 grand on a dead deal that you couldn't move when you were just trying to make $10,000, suck it, because I guarantee you we're gonna be able to help you with plenty of these opportunities. This is one of a plethora of deals that one of our community members have submitted. We get about 15, 20 submissions a week. We're here to absolutely help you, and yes, we are nationwide. So I'm telling you right now, wholesalers, when it comes down to novations, if I just spoke alien language to you and you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's good. It's because you're uncomfortable. You're trying to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, which means that you need to join Buyer Beater University for free, and I can break this stuff down step by step every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, and you can ask any questions that you have so you can start coming in front of opportunities like this. And I'll tell you right now, before I'm done, this was a cool breakdown. This is one deal. We haven't done less than 6 figures since we started due to the fact that we're here to be able to provide educational support for you guys, okay? Now, it sounds like a gimme, but it's absolutely not. Reach out, join the community, come see what people are doing, and start looking at those dead deals that are like cobwebs in your CRM where you're like, oh man, Deborah just wanted too much money. No, she just didn't like your offer. What she wanted was to be able to get put into a position where she felt like she had more solutions, and that's what we do. We provide creative solutions for sellers so we can do it on behalf of you so we can both make some money. So join Buyer Beater University, come on down, you're gonna get a bunch of deal breakdowns, come join the private community, let's have some fun, let's make some money, and let's transform your business.